So thank you very much for joining us. Blockchain year in review. That's the key trends. There are a lot of key trends actually because as we all know, blockchain is very wild and a lot of things happen daily. And most trends don't even last up to sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but there are ones that have been like long lasting for a while, more than 3 months, and most of them have established to become something not just trending, but something that has come to stay. So we are going to look at some of them, and then some of the examples as well that people have been able to tap into, like some of the products or some of the advantages or some of the results these trends have been able to give out there in the market, or yeah, in the market or in the ecosystem. We are not just looking at crypto, we are looking at blockchain in every aspect of both in finance, in healthcare, and other places as well. So the first trend we'll be looking at is real world assets. Yeah, so this trend actually it happened last year, towards the ending of last year. It was when people was talking about tokenization, tokenization, digitalization, and so many things around. So a lot of things. But as time goes on this year, it become more than just a buzzword. You see that people are now tokenizing, or people are we have the real world asset in real estate, in bonds, and we have now commodities and on-chain as well. This trend was out there. It lasted and it became, or it has become like it has become an integral part of the real estate and the bond and also the stock market at the moment. You see a lot of persons are actually building things. A lot of companies are selling bonds on chain. A lot of real estate companies are also selling their shares and their asset too on chain as well. So you see another trend is the institutional portfolios. We saw a lot of institutional institutions come into the space where we had the likes of BlackRock, I think BlackRock. We have Michael Saylor. We had a lot of them who just joined. You have the likes of PayPal. We had the likes of Visa, Amazon, trying to come into, not they tried last year, but fully they are actually into the space as at now. So we also saw and still in the real world assets trend, we saw people bridging, we saw bridges between the TradFi and the DeFi. We saw a lot of companies, moving from TradFi, into the DeFi world. We also saw a lot of liquidity move from the TradFi world into the DeFi world. We saw a lot of company trying to see how they can also leverage on DeFi while they are also Web2 companies. So that happens. So some of the examples we have here is you see BlackRock's build fund, which is now the largest on-chain real world fund. So BlackRock, when they had their funds, it was off chain. It was something they do on the Web2. It was something they do outside the blockchain. But this year they eventually focused and started having their funds on chain. And currently they are the biggest and the largest build fund on chain at the moment. Now we also have Franklin Tramplont, FBX, FOBX Treasury. Also, their treasury is tokenized on a public chain as well, meaning a lot of people are buying their treasury funds, on a public chain, and you have to see those things as well. So these are some of the trends that or things that happened around the real world asset. And it has made a lot of interest. It has made a lot of companies, it has made a lot of liquidity, flow into the market as at this year. Even if we are seeing the bear market or we are seeing some downtime at the market at this point, since the beginning of October down to November, a lot of things have happened and we're seeing downtimes. But it still really doesn't change the fact that these trends happen, or these trends are still existing. So we'll go to the second one, which is AI and blockchain convergence. This actually was kind of a sort of question as at last year when a lot of people were asking, will AI and blockchain, merge together? Is it possible? What is this going to be? How is it going to be? What is the future of blockchain? Since we are having AI, what will be the future of AI. A lot of persons came out to say, yes, AI would do well with blockchain or blockchain would do well with AI, but we didn't have much use cases or we didn't have use cases at us last year. But this year, we have now AI is driving smart contracts. AI is driving smart contracts in the blockchain space. So you see that a lot of companies, a lot of protocols, a lot of blockchains are actually using AI in their smart contract, making their smart contract very swift as of these days. So auto autonomous on-chain agents as well. So currently, before we didn't have like those agents because they are not automated, but now they are automated on-chain. AI agents currently now are automated on-chain. We also have decentralized compute network. So we also see some of the example. As at last year, before last year, we have Fetch AI, which is also it had its token. I think it was the first token on AI that did very well, and a lot of liquidity went into it, that particular project, and they did very well. But they just deployed their AI agent that automatically performs blockchain tasks. You understand? It does different things. It manages cross-chain swaps. So before you can just people build bridges without AI, where those bridges most times are very slow, most times even to call the right ape blockchain and AI utilizing blockchain also, and sorry, a blockchain utilizing AI also. So this uses blockchain to coordinate thousands of distributed EUS, allowing AI developers to train and run a model, you understand, at a fractions of traditional cloud costs. So it's costless. It helps people run developers train and run models, but at a cheaper rate. So this makes AI compute cheaper, faster, and censorship resistance. So now you see that AI is quite decentralized. So a company, or I would say company, or also a blockchain like ICP also deployed their caffeine AI. Currently, it's running on the block on their blockchain, which is ICP, but it's a model called Caffeine AI where you could be able to use to develop a smart contract, build a dApp. You don't need you don't need to run front end, back end, just to put up what you have there, and it develops that for you. So that's the word, that's the buzzword, that's some of the things around the AI, the blockchain convergence that really happened this year. So there are a lot of them as well, but we just picked some of these ones to be able to get that. So the third one we'll talk about cross-chain interoperability. This has been like a major issue from the day one of blockchain. This has been a very, very major issue. And that was what gave birth to bridges. Yeah, a lot of people started building bridges, and at the end of the day, you see that some bridges fail, some take a lot of gas fee, a lot of people, lose funds, and it also made projects not to build like their project on different chains. So even basically, if it's not even a token or a Coinbase stuff, a Coinbase project, even if it's a project that okay, I built it on BNB and maybe it's a learning platform. How do I switch and maybe I have it also on Polygon that people on Polygon or people on ICP or Polkadot could be able to leverage and also utilize it. That became an issue out there. So, but this year it became a different scenario. It became a different ball game where a lot of things happened. We started having this unified ecosystem where you have different ecosystem under one umbrella. So people could be able to have different ecosystem running, but in one project. So we had that. We also had zero layer zeros, layer zeros, polka dots. These are some of the people that adopted it. Cosmos did that as well. So while we also seeing that cross-chain interoperability, people liquidity was also shared um, among different chains. Now you see a lot of projects. There was a project that built in Nigeria. I will use that as a use case. It's called Use Aza. It's called Use Aza, where people use an AI agent on WhatsApp to be able to buy their crypto, ramp their crypto, off ramp their crypto as well. And this was built in different chains. Now it made them shared liquidity on Base, on Solana, I think on I don't know if they are Polygon, but these two, Base and Solana, were their key or are their key blockchains where they are, and they have shared a lot of liquidity. It means a lot of people, money is flowing from Base to Solana, from Solana to Base because of that particular app, or I would say DApp, or I would say that particular project because it has this cross-chain ability. So that is on a rise. Also, cross-chain dApps are on rise. A lot of dApps now are built on cross-chain. An example is a project called Kappa. Capella, yeah, Capella is the name. Is a writing dApp where is a dApp where people, content creators, come to write their stories, but they put it on chain. So it has different chains you could be able to put it on. You can put on Avalanche, you can put on Flay Network, you can put on Polkadot, and sorry, not Polkadot, you can put on Polygon. Yeah, and they're also working on other ones as well. So this cross-chain interoperability has made a lot of liquidity, a lot of dApps, having this cross chain, and it has also brought about a lot of adoption among people because a lot of people who were like EVM maxi and oh, because this project is not built on EVM, how do I use it? Now, even projects that are built on solidities and that are not, that are not EVM compatible as at then, now people could be able to use it because they also have their EVM compatibility side. Now, example of it is Zeta Chain. Zeta Chain now allows smart contracts to interact with any chain. It can interact with EVM and non-EVM from a single contract. This is an amazing trend that has happened, and a lot of developers, a lot of builders are leveraging on it to do amazing works. Now we also have Polkadot. Polkadot just, I think the few months or a month ago, we just finished the ability for you to be able to utilize their EVM. They now have EVM compatible solutions where you could be able to use them instead of the Rust aspect. So you now create different chain and EVM address while it still maintains the Polkadot address. So we look at the fourth trend. The fourth trend is something a lot of people have been advocating for because the blockchain architecture is what people have been asking. How does blockchain work? What is the architecture behind it? And we have seen a lot of rigid architecture in the blockchain, but 2025, 2024, 2025 has given it another shape. It has given the blockchain architecture another shape. Now, one of it is execution and settlement layers. Now we can have executions on the blockchain architecture very swiftly. We now have people build what they call roll-ups. So ZK, I think they have the ZKs, they have the optimisms that where you could be able to use base, leaks, Arbitrum on one blockchain architect at the same time. So it has been very amazing. So compatible roll-ups are out there, improve scalability. Now, a lot of these products or a lot of blockchain architectures are very flexible at this point in 2025. Although there are issues around developers learning it, or maybe how good could we have good developers who could be able to learn these things. But a lot of hubs, a lot of foundations are putting up people, developers who could learn it so that we can be able to understand what 2025 trends have been able to give us. Now we have lower congestion. Unlike the other times, we all know that before I think you send things, let's say before you upload even your NFTs or before you upload your smart contracts on different chains, it takes a whole lot of time, a lot of conjecture. Sometimes they say wait by 12, by 1, these things happen. But at this point, because of the customized rollups, improve scalability, the settlement layers that have come up will now have lower congestions on blockchains at the moment. So examples of these are the Optimus OP stack separates execution and select and settlement, which enables many chains to share the same standard. Like I said, so a lot of chains share the same standard because of these executions are different, settlement layers are also different. Now we also have Cosmos, which is Atom. They also build a chain are built using plug and play models where communication are handled by IBS. So most times, back then, before you be able to do certain things on the blockchain, you have to, start. It's something you start from scratch. People start building, you start understanding. But at this point, things have been built that you don't really need to do much. The developers, all they need to do is take some code, plug into what they are building, and it starts playing at the same time. So we'll look at the fifth one, and then maybe I don't know if we can pause to have some questions. So sorry. Okay, we have the extension and smart contract smart wallet, sorry. Now we have the ZK, like I mentioned earlier, the ZK rollup matures. We have gasless and seedless free wallets at this time. We have better UX for mainstream users, accounts abstracts everywhere as well. So in terms of the gasless, a couple of wallets like BitGet, Trust Wallet, at the moment they are doing a lot of gasless transactions where the wallets are paying for that. We also see some wallets do seedless, where they are using these ZK knowledge technology to be able to now, instead of having phrases or having using some people when they use email, you see that those things are being skipped. But internally, you could be able to still restore your wallet whenever it has issue. Now you see that we are having a new better interface at this point in things that are being built, unlike the older times or unlike previous years where people struggle to navigate blockchain applications or blockchain solutions. So we also have examples of them are like the layer 2 expansion, Arbitrum, which is Arbitrum 1, Optic Roll-up, Optimistic roll-up on Ethereum enabling faster and lower fee for DeFi and NFT transaction. So currently, because of the roll-up nature, ZK roll-up nature, where you would not even get to know certain things, the ZK knowledge is where you'll be able to just get the information you need. If you are looking to see a transaction you only see the transaction without seeing other informations on the particular wallet or a particular information you are looking at or data. Now, or Arbitrum One have been able to utilize that as well to make transactions on Ethereum become more faster. You see that these days we have a lot of tokens on Arbitrum that when it's out there, or a lot of projects on Arbitrum as well, that when it's out there, you could be able to do faster transaction, faster data storage, faster utilization of those projects as well. So we have the Alget. Alget is a non-custodian wallet with social recovery, gasless transaction, and DeFi assets. Now, you see, social recovery in the sense that a lot of people have been able to misplace their seed phrase, which I'm one of them as well. I've lost a lot of seed phrase. Early this year, I had the system crash and I lost a lot of wallets. I couldn't recover them. And now you see that with social recovery, which is like your email, yeah, your email, or your phone number, you could be able to recover those wallet address where you can still also get your seed phrase when you recover them. Now, like I said, a lot of wallets are doing these gasless transaction at the moment. We have it also gives you DeFi access as well. So we'll look at the sixth one, which is something that has been of an importance to the industry. And this year, it actually went mainstream a lot, and we believe that it has not ended because a lot of things are still happening around it as well. Um, it's called decentralized physical infrastructure. That's the PIN. So the PIN has been there, but this year it went to the mainstream where we have wireless sensor and storage network. Now, a lot of decentralized or a lot of physical, I will use physical first. A lot of physical infrastructures have been built on the blockchain, or not on the blockchain, actually out there on the without the blockchain. But currently, a lot of things are being built on the blockchain, making it decentralized, where people in every part of the world could be able to also tap into that physical infrastructure that have been built, either to make gain, to invest, and also make gain or to participate in the network. So we have seen it in the likes of there's a project called Graph. People were using their laptops, getting points and the rest of it, data mining and stuff like that. Now, it has helped in token powered participation where a lot of people have got the airdrop, which is the tokens, and because they participated in it, now it also has the real world infrastructures on chain. A project that is built on Solana called Refi Hub. At the moment, they have about four physical projects that have listed on them, and people have been able to invest, and every month they get back their reward. And what are these projects about? These projects are solar energy, renewable energy, I think charging, yeah, a station that charges electric cars. And the last one they did currently, I guess it was this wind energy. They also built as well. So people invest as low as $20 to even be part of this thing. So it means that real world solutions or real world infrastructures are now built on chain that people now participate to also get. So people maybe can be in Africa or are in Africa, and these things are built in Brazil, in Brazil. I think one is built in Europe, and the other ones are built across the Asian country, and people are actually participating. Now, example of it is the shared EV charging network. So individual host EV chargers and the network routers users while rewarding host with crypto. So these EV, I guess, yeah, these are electric vehicles, like I talked about, that they are charging stations that people have been able to build, but there are people who have invested to see that these things remain there, and they are earning cryptocurrencies, they are earning tokens in order to be their reward or their return on investment of what they've did. So we have the power ledger. So individuals can deploy solar panels and sell excess energy via a decentralized network. This is also happening in Nigeria. We have a couple of projects out there that are building or that have built solar where you can use in your house and also you are rewarded as you are using the solar, you are getting rewarded. And at the end of the day, you compile your token and you'll be able to convert it to USDT and be able to convert it to fiat as well. So it's happening and it has gone mainstream this year. A lot of companies are also looking, and a lot of governments across the world are also looking to do more on it. So has been a powerful one, this particular trend. A lot of things have happened around it, and a lot of people are buying into it. And while some persons are also querying, okay, why should we do ZKs? Why privacy? When the likes of Monero, when the likes of Monero came out back then, a lot of questions were asked, or a lot of eyes were raised because people were saying these things are currencies, or these things are technologies, or this is protocols and blockchains that when people use them, you could not be able to track the transaction or track so many things. So wouldn't it make us have more bad players in the industry? But the answer is still no, because it has helped positively in terms of that a lot of companies who are building using the ZK knowledge can have built things that people can no longer tap into their data system to be able to extract data or be able to manipulate or be able to hack them. So now the privacy of the ZK proofs, that's the zero knowledge proofs, they show private transaction, ZK identity, that's zero knowledge identity systems, encrypt mempools, privacy focused L1 is rising. Privacy focused L1s are rising. We have the likes of Elio. Elio is one of the L1s that are rising. We have the likes of Zano. Yeah, Zano is also another privacy project or privacy blockchain. Is also an L1 that is out there. So we saw what the likes of Zcash, what it did recently. We saw what it did in terms of price, in terms of volume, the number it did has skyrocketed. So that means a lot of interest is around the ZK. Now, example of what we are saying is Zcash. Zcash uses ZK snakes to enable full privacy transaction while still maintaining blockchain integrity. So Zcash is one of the top privacy, I would say, projects out there in the blockchain ecosystem. Now we have the ZID and then Polygon ID. That's the decentralized identity system that uses ZK knowledge for privacy preventing, yeah, KYC and access control as well. So companies are also working on this. A lot of projects built on the likes of Zcash, the project built on Helio, project built on Zano as well. They uses these things for KYCs, where you can do your KYC without the people knowing your age, knowing so many things, but specifically maybe just they want to know your name, only your name. You could be able to supply that to them. So we go to the eighth one, which is also something around the ZK, but this is talking about the decentralized identity and reputation, which is very, very important. So we have the DID system, that is decentralized identity system, that have come into play. We have the likes of, I think, Wallet Connect recently did something around that. We have the wallet reputation, the Salib resistance. We have the trust-based lending as well. Now, example of it is Bright ID. Bright ID has been there for quite a while. It's a big project used by so many Ethereum projects while doing KYCs, identity, and the rest of them. So it has an application and also a website where you could be able to use to do that. So users build unique ID digital identity and reputation, preventing Selit's attack on decentralized network. So you see that most times when people do KYC sometimes and they go back to some platforms, they are identified as robots. And that is not a good one for the industry. So these things have come to play. We also have Civic. Civic also provide blockchain-based identity verification. So letting users control personal data while accessing services. So this and ZK knowledge have something in common, but it's quite two different things because the zero knowledge hides is totally for privacy. It hides a lot of things, while this gives you access to a decentralized identity on chain. Not just identity, but it's also on chain as well. So we have the ninth one, which is the last trend we are going to talk about today. That started last mid last year down to late last year, and this year we have seen a lot since Trump came into power. We've seen a whole lot of adoption from America. We have seen a lot of adoption from the Kenyan government. We have seen a lot of adoption from the Nigerian government as well, from India down to China. We have seen a lot of institutional adoption where the likes of BlackRock, PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, people like the bigger guys in the Web2 industry are coming and adopting the blockchain technology. And this has made a clearer rise to, we are having a clearer rule, although in some parts of the world, in Africa and some part of Asia, even in Europe and America, the rules are not still clear. Yeah, the rules are not still clear. A lot of laws are still withholding, but at least we've seen a clearer definition of crypto in certain countries. The definition of blockchain, many sects are beginning, many sects in different countries are beginning to define the blockchain, the crypto in languages and in terms that suits them, and the players are also adapting to that. So the latest to happen, I guess, is Ghana. Ghana said before the end of the year they will be giving out they will be having regulations around blockchain activity in Ghana and also interactions of cryptocurrency as well. So we have seen rise of stablecoin. With that, we have seen rise of stablecoin, which Nigeria became the first in Africa. We have seen the rise of CNGN, which is running in six different blockchain at the moment, and it has done so many volumes. Also, out there, a lot of people are adopting it because this is a digital naira where you could be able to have it one-on-one against naira. So we have seen enterprise blockchain use rising as well. We have seen banks, yeah, a lot of banks outside Africa have been able to start adopting the on-chain assets, be it NFT, be it crypto, be it and other things as well. A lot of banks are also looking at and also have adopted it. Now, one of the examples of that is you see Visa and MasterCard, the integrated crypto payment rails and stablecoin for cross-border payment and merchant adoption as well. So, like I said, the rise of stablecoin is out there. A lot of, I think Argentina is trying to, or if they have theirs as well, a lot of people who went to the DEFCON, they saw, I think Base made an announcement during the DEFCON that they will be launching a stablecoin on for the Argentina stablecoin, the stablecoin for Argentina on Base. So we are seeing a lot of things. I think Solana currently, if I'm correct, also are trying to launch their own stablecoin. Okay, sorry, Sui, not Solana. Sui is trying to launch their own stablecoin as well. So we are also seeing a lot of that. That's have changed the system. It has changed the market. We are seeing institutions, government are also going to adopt these stable coins as well. So we see the Singapore Monetary Authority also implementing their sandbox framework for fintech and blockchain startups while regulating stable coins and digital assets. So in all the adoptions for the institutions, in all regulations, there is this call around stable coin, because They are looking at a way to see that their currency is a bit stable. They don't want a downtrend, a down and uptrend always on the currencies or the coins and tokens they are going to be adopting as a nation. So that's it for all the trends we have. But what is the impact for us here in Africa? What is the impact of all these trends recently in 2025? So he has given us fair access to investment. Like I mentioned, Ref Hub, yeah, the Ref Hub, I was able to participate in two of their their investment rounds in two projects. I was able to invest. So he has given access to for people to invest outside Africa. So also transparent governance is happening in companies who are using this who have been adopting blockchain lately. We see accountability. We see transactions are on chain, so there is no lies. Especially let's use CNGN as an example, which is the stable coin. They tell you it's 550,000. When you go on chain, you see it has also 50,000. Now he has made a lot of youth-led innovation. We have seen massive increase, especially from Africa. There is massive increase. They just concluded DEFCON. We had I would say more than 10 to 20 projects from Africa win a lot of things from Africa, from Nigeria down to Ghana to Kenya, to Rwanda. A lot of people won a lot of things. And these are not just, they didn't win ideas, they won with innovations that people are already using. So we have seen that expansion of developers ecosystem. A lot of it is happening from Flay down to Sui to Solana, to Base, to Polkadot, to Leaks, to ICP. We are seeing it in Africa across all continents, across the state, even in Nigeria, it's happening. We are seeing a lot of people going into development. So this is the impact so far, or some of the impact, even economically, it has also changed things for the youth who are also into the system. We've seen people change from their status from, okay, they were getting, let's say, $20, they had no skill set, and then today they are being employed by different bigger companies, even outside Nigeria. So, like I pointed out, these are some of the details. Tokenized AI and decentralized compute. We have the mass adoption. Like I pointed out, there are a lot of mass adoption, in smart wallets. The likes of Sui, I think MetaMask recently did that, where you can now log in with your email as well. So we see the AI powered governance as well. Voting. Currently, Cardano just rounded up their last month, rounded up their voting system for grant. They used an automated proposal review. They also used an automated voting system as well, where you just vote, your wallet is captured and the rest of it. So we have, like I pointed out as well, a lot of carbon energy stores are happening around Africa. People are building things where people now sell carbon. People sell the carbon, the what's it called? The carbon details or the carbon details they get while their projects are the green stores are happening as well. So we see the rise of Web3 social networks as well. A lot of people have built that decentralized monetization. We are seeing the likes of X talking about how they will be able to get a token, whether it's true, whether it's not true. We are still looking at that as well. So we're also seeing like the likes of Base app. Currently, a lot of people are making money out of it. A lot of people are engaging. A lot of content creators are rising due to the rise of social Web3 social network as well. So in supply chain as well, we have this. A product was launched in Nigeria. A food delivery product was launched in Nigeria, I think this year as well, by a lady. And this is what they do. They distribute things, food, supply chain. We also have one in Nigeria that supplies things. Bigger companies. There's a transport company in Nigeria currently using blockchain in their supply chain. It's a transport company, but in their logistics aspect they are using blockchain, and a lot of people really don't know that today. So pharmaceutical companies are doing that. We have the likes of IBM, World Health, and other persons who are also doing that as well. So the we also have the community-led protocol grants. We have micro grants, we have local developers, we have things happening around. People are building this what we call it agile, more like where people do contributions, and at the end of the week or at the end of the year or at the end of the month, the money is given back to them. These are currently built on the blockchain. So it's on rise at the moment. So these are some of the effects of what have been happening. So we have a lot of app chain. So we are having low cost. If you see that most chains now does not cost if you see the likes of BNB at the moment, it costs little or no charge at the moment. You have the likes of SWI, ICP, Solana, name it, Leaks and the rest of them. Play as well. They are also having low transaction fee there. So, like we talked about digital, this is authenticity. So we have that as well. We have a lot of people building this. People are building applications where you could be able to use for academic and legal authenticity as well. These are some of the things we are having a lot of hackathon across global talent. So these are some of the things we have. So when we talk about African Spotlight for 2025, from what we have so far, youth innovation, tech hub are rising, digital identity adoption is rising, real world assets opportunities as well is happening within. So this is the last insight. AI blockchain synergy is going to be on rise even in 2026. Multi-chain feature is going to be there. A lot of things will be tokenized, from Africa down to Europe, down to America. We'll also have Africa accelerate. So the number of startup we are having at this moment is going to be bigger. It's going to be smaller compared to what we will have in 2026. So let's watch out for that as well. So with that, I've come to the end of my presentation, and thank you guys for listening out there. So you can contact me. This is my X handle, my email, my LinkedIn. Reach out to me. My inboxes are open. Thank you very much, African Blockchain Institute, for having